Hi, everyone. This is episode number 35 of Highlighting the Best of Youth Sports, brought to you by Numbers Don't Lie Productions. You're listening to our first quick hit episode. With these episodes, we'll provide you with some quick tips, strategies, and content that will add value and inspire your sports journey. In this episode, we look back on the tragic death of Kobe Bryant and how another GOAT, Tom Brady, was so eloquently able to put into words how Kobe inspired him, inspired the world, and how we can take that ourselves to inspire and give back to others. Before we get into the full episode, we have some exciting news to share. Recently, this podcast surpassed 2,100 downloads, and we want to thank all of you, our listeners, new and old. Thank you so much for giving us a shot and sticking with the show. We need your help now. Please give the show a rating and review. It helps so much and enables us to grow and reach more people, get new guests, and improve and bring you more content. We read all the reviews and we appreciate the feedback that you're giving us. We want this show to bring the best value possible to the youth sports community. Now, let's get into this episode. Welcome to Highlighting the Best of Youth Sports, where we bring you insights from top athletes, their sports journey, and those positively impacting the youth sports community. If you're ready like we are, let's go. So, as you may recall, earlier this year, 2020, on January 26, 2020, the world woke up to the news of Kobe Bryant's death in a horrible helicopter accident, and many other people also perished on that helicopter flight, including his beautiful daughter, Gigi. And approximately 1 month after that, Tom Brady, a superstar athlete that has also reached the pinnacle of his own sport, posted this note about Kobe Bryant. And it's titled, "What's Really Important?" And I'm going to read it word for word. I have been deeply affected by the passing of Kobe, Gigi, and the others in that tragic flight weeks ago. Since then, I've witnessed the well-deserved outpouring of love and support for the families that had so much left to give. And it's helped me reflect and gain perspective. I know that love, peace, and joy will always endure. And in this tragedy, I have learned so much. Why has this touched me in the way that it did? Why has it kept me up at night and brought me so many tears? In Kobe, we were able to witness the man in the arena. For many of us, sports show what we are made of. They define our personalities and emotions. We cannot hide from the good or the bad, from the wins or the losses, the joy and despair, the happiness and the pain. What you see is what it is. We aren't actors. We have found a real-life stage where we become vulnerable to the world and are judged based on the outcomes of each performance. And we care deeply about what we do. For some, these days are the pinnacle in their life. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's clear to me, for Kobe, that was how he lived his life in every way. In his second chapter, you saw even more. You saw his excitement for life and for achieving in areas he thought possible. He became more of an entrepreneur, media mogul, father, husband, and mentor, among other roles. And he didn't stop with himself. Kobe didn't care whether you were a man or woman, boy or girl, black or white, rich or poor, ordinary or extraordinary. He wanted to help you become the very best you could be. His mere presence had an effect on everybody he was around. He had the energy to recognize in others what they could not recognize in themselves. I think that's why I will miss him most. Because we all know the world needs more of that leadership and positivity. We recognize that he was doing the work that others don't want to or simply can't do. The world we live in is full of people telling kids and adults you can't, you shouldn't, you won't, or you never will. The world we live in is teaching everyone to fear, to worry, to shame, or to give up. And that's the opposite of what Kobe stood for. That's what made Kobe a real superhero. He spoke about mentality with such conviction, about the idea that if you truly believed in something, you could achieve it. You could overcome the obstacles in your path. And not just that, he walked the walk and did the work. He pushed others to find the same confidence. He was the real-life superhero our world needs. That's what we will all miss. That's why we hurt. Because we know that he was always fighting against the norm. He was doing more than his share. Now, who is going to do the work that is still here to be done? Who is going to fight and break the norms with love and joy and inspiration? Who is going to discard fear and doubt and hate? Who is going to carry the load and be the superhero that he was? The answer is simple to me. All of us. Decide to make the change in yourself. If there is anything I have learned and been inspired by through this tragic event, it is this: seize the day. That's what Kobe always did, and that's what he wanted for us too. The end. That was the powerful note that Tom Brady posted on February 25th of this year, telling the world what Kobe Bryant meant to him and using the tragic death to continue what Kobe Bryant was doing and inspiring others to pursue greatness, to be the best that they are capable of in everything that they do. So here's your rapid fire recap. Number 1, purpose. Find yours and pursue it with all you have to be the best that you are meant to be. Number 2, confidence. Believe in yourself and that you can achieve anything you put your mind to if you're willing to put in the work. And finally, number 3, seize the day. What's the next action you are taking today? What work are you putting in to realize your purpose, realize your dreams, and to be great? We hope you enjoyed this quick hit episode of highlighting the best of youth sports. As we mentioned in the intro, we just reached a huge milestone of 2,100 downloads. Thank you for your continued support. Remember, the biggest thing you can do for us is tell others about the show. And please go to Apple Podcasts right now and give the show a rating and review. It's super important to the growth of the show and enables us to reach more people, get new guests, and improve and bring you more content. The feedback also helps us improve the show for you and the youth sports community. Calling all youth sports families, coaches, and organizations. Numbers Don't Lie Productions is here to provide you with a video editing resource to support your youth sports journey. We understand that most youth sports parents don't have the time, resources, or expertise to create highlight videos. So we created a simple, quick, and low-cost process that helps you create highlights that document that journey and showcase your athletes. Established in 2016, Numbers Don't Lie has now featured thousands of athletes in over 40 states and 15 countries. Our number one priority is highlighting the best of youth sports. Schedule a free consultation and learn more today at numbersdon'tlie.biz. Until our next episode, go out and win the day and never miss your opportunity to be great. Thanks for listening to Highlighting the Best of Youth Sports.